Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever you're catching my video. I hope you've had a beautiful time up until this point. But this video is specifically going to be in reference to an unboxing for this month, November 2018, Boxy Charm. So this look that we have today was created with all of the products used here in this month's Boxy Charm. I love this Boxy Charm subscription. The Boxy Charm subscription is going to run you $21 a month. If you decide to get on the actual programs they have, the 3, 6, 9, or 12-month program, of course the boxes is going to be a little bit cheaper for you, but most people choose to do the monthly subscription program with Boxy Charm, and that will run you $21 a month. And with Boxy Charm, you aren't forced into a contract with them, so you can cancel at any point in time. The products in the box will always be between 4 and 5 full-size products. Sometimes they give us a little bit more than that, and that's always a great thing. But with your products that you receive with your Boxy Charm, it's always going to be valued over $100. So you pay $21 a month to have the opportunity to get introduced to new brands that you may not have been knowing about, or brands that are new to you. It also gives you the opportunity to build your makeup collection and your skincare collection with brands you probably already know about, or with items that you may have been on the fence about purchasing. You'll get a lot of great, huge, well-known brands as well as indie brands to be introduced to in your Boxy Charm subscription. So we're going to go ahead and get into the video, and we're going to go ahead and get into this look for everything that we were able to pull together from this month's Boxy Charm. And thank you so much for watching, and here's the look.
So give me all of you in exchange for me. Just give me all of you in exchange for me. Break it down.
Now we're going to go ahead and get into today's look. And this month we're going to be talking about this month's Boxy Charm that came in. The first product that we're going to talk about that came in this month's Boxy Charm is going to be our CoverFX glitter drops in the shade Nova. I played and swatched these drops that came in from CoverFX, and I love the CoverFX drops. They are stunningly beautiful. They are one of the few products on the market that will give you this type of blendability with just that small amount. It'll give you this type of product. See? Now, you can either take and use what's on the back of your hand with the damp beauty blender. Just take and squeeze it so it becomes a little slimmer, so it hits on the high points of your cheeks, and work off the back of your hand, or you can use it with your fingers. I'm going to show you how to do it 2 different ways. On this side, I'm going to use the beauty blender, and on this side, I'm going to use my fingers. So let's go ahead and get it applied. So that is what it looks like on this side. Apply with the actual beauty blender. And of course, it kind of moved just a little bit of the products underneath since I already had it actually powdered. But you'll see how we'll actually fix that. And if you're working with your fingers from the back of your hand, I'm going to show you what that looks like when you go in from your fingers. And then I'll go back in and just do the edges. Blend around those edges to bring it down just a little bit. So that's what it looks like when you use your hands. And this is what it looks like when you use your beauty blender. I adore that. It looks so beautiful. CoverFX never goes wrong with their products. We'll go ahead and put a little bit down our nose. This video was not sponsored or paid with any type of partnership with Boxy Charm. I just love Boxy Charm. I've been with them for almost 3 years, and every month I'm never disappointed with the products that I get. So far, this one product has already paid for my box. The next product that came in this month's Boxy Charm that I am so thrilled about. I've actually been wanting this product and looking at this product for quite some time now. It's actually been in my checkout bag on their actual site. This is going to be coming in from Ace Beaute or Ace Beaute. I'm unsure of how they actually pronounce that part of their name. Ace Beaute or Ace Beaute. And this palette is the Grandiose palette, and it is $24.99, and it came in inside of this month's Boxy Charm. And this is what the palette looks like. And here is the inside of the actual palette. These colors are stunningly beautiful. Stunningly beautiful. We're going to go ahead and get into the actual swatches of the actual shades. So let's go ahead and show that to you. And here are the actual shades from the actual palette. Here are the colors actually true to color, swatched on the hand. And I turned down the brightness of the light so you can actually see how it translates from the palette to my skin tone. These are beautiful. They're very soft. They're very buttery. I love them. So now we're going to go ahead and use this. But before we get into using this to complete today's eye look, we're also going to go ahead and go over another part of the package that we got in from this month's Boxy Charm. This is the eye set that came in from Luxie. And this is going to be their Luminous eye set. And this retails for $21. And it gives us 4 makeup brushes that are going to be used specifically for your eyes. But of course, with these being so small, you can use them to contour the nose or do different things. So there are a lot of different things you can do with these brushes. Okay, so now that we have you in a little bit closer, I have everything already primed and completed with the actual eyes. Today for the eyeshadow primer, I use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and this is the original one. And with today's look, I'm going to be pulling from the palette we received with Boxy Charm with Beaute, their Grandiose palette. And I'm also going to go ahead and pull in the Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. This is her original palette. Some of the transition colors that I'll be using today, and also my brow bone color, will be coming in from this Kat Von D palette. So we're going to go ahead and start working on the eyes. First shade we're going to go ahead and put down into the actual crease is going to be coming from the Kat Von D palette. And we're going to be using this shade right here. And this is just to go into the crease, to go ahead and get my crease ready. I'm layering Clove on top of that first color from the Kat Von D palette. And I'm bringing it pretty far in so I can get the transition I need from my nose out to wing out the actual cat eye. And the reason why I take mine a little higher up is because I have smaller eyes. I don't have a whole lot of real estate. Real estate is the lid space you have to work with. And I also have hooded eyes. So because of that, I always take my first 2 initial colors and I take it right above the crease in my eye. The crease in your eye is when you look back where it actually sinks into. So I blend above that before I start to go in and do crease work. And I'll take and build this shade up. And now we're going to go ahead and start working on going into the crease and deepening the crease. So I'm going to go ahead and take Poppy, this color right here, and I'm going to go ahead and go into it. It's a whole lot of pigment on that brush. Tap off. And we're going to start to build up the actual crease. And now that we have that crease work completed, now we're going to go ahead and just deepen up that crease just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and use a little bit of the black right here from the Kat Von D Shade and Eye palette. So we're going to take just a little bit because her black is super pigmented. Super pigmented. take and tap off. And we're gonna work on deepening that crease. And we're gonna stay pretty low down on the crease as we go in to deepen it out. Now we're gonna go back over with the brush we initially used Poppy with and go ahead and blend that out now that we've placed the black down. We'll be going back and forth to build up the intensity. Now we have it blended looking like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back with the exact same brush we were initially using. We're going to go back into, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the rosé shade, rosé. I'm going to go ahead and bring in this shade, and we're going to blend around that. So using the same brush that we had, we're going to go ahead and clean it off. And this is to get the black off. And again, this is from the crayon case, and this is their brush cleaner. So we can go ahead and pull the romantic redness back into the look. So now that we have the base work of the actual look down, this is what it should look like. And this palette gave me very minimal fallout because I swatched it. I knew exactly the type of fallout that I was going to get. Plus, I also tap off my brushes with my eyeshadow before I go in, so I don't get a whole lot of fallout. But if you do get a whole lot of fallout, or if you experience fallout, just take any fluffy brush that you have. I'm going to go ahead and be using the Aesthetica P12 brush, just a regular brush that I received. And I'm just going to go ahead and go under here and make sure I don't have anything sticking. So we're going to go ahead and take the Luxie 131, the mini angled brush. And we're going to go ahead and go into Primrose. And we're going to go ahead and go in on the actual lid, staying low. But we will go ahead and wet it just a little bit, just to really see if it makes any difference if this shadow is wet or dry. I'm using the e.l.f. Matte Magic Misting Set, one of my favorite ones that I love to use. It's only $3, and it gets the job done. Same brush. I'm going to take and clean it off just a little bit, because now we're going to go ahead and go in with the lighter shade in the palette. And this is going to be the Jasmine right here. And we'll wet it.
You bring it back in?
Now that we have that laid down, and that is so beautiful. Now I'll go ahead and go back in, and I'll work on a little bit more of the actual crease work so we can tie that together so it really starts to pop and look beautiful. So the first thing we're going to go into, we're going to go back into Poppy and Rose, this one and this one, and I'll dip back and forth in between the two.
And I'll go into the actual crease.
And once we have that done, we'll go back into the Kat Von D palette, same brush. And I'm sorry, this is going to be the Sigma Blending E36. And I'm going into the black from the Kat Von D. And I'll take And see right there where it's choppy at? I'm going to take and marry that together. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the next product that came into this month's Boxy Charm. Now that I have the eyeliner done and the mascaras on, we received these lashes from Lashaholiclashes. And these are the Instagram false eyelashes. And this is in the Instaglam is the name of these lashes. And these lashes are their luxury lashes. And this is what they look like. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the Luxie 111, the mini flat angled brush that we received that came in. And I'm going to go ahead and go back into the Grandiose palette. And I'm going to go ahead and take and sweep this cinnamon. We're going to go ahead and use cinnamon on the bottom lash line. And now we'll go ahead and tap in back into Poppy. And now that the lashes are on, you can see they're pretty natural looking lashes, but they still allow the eyeshadow to come through, and they actually give your eyes a little extra. And now that we have that on, we're going to go ahead and add just a little something to the actual waterline. We're going to go ahead and put in the Marc Jacobs, and this is the Highliner Gel Eye Crayon, and this is in the shade In the Buff. And that'll just help open up the eyes, so this way your eyes are more bright, more open, you'll look more awake. So now we're going to go ahead and take one of our final brushes that came in that actual set. We're going to go ahead and use the Luxie 141, the mini round brush. And I'm going to go ahead and take this back into the Grandiose palette. And I'm going to go ahead and take Clove. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to my tear duct area. And that's what it looked like when we add the Clove shade to the inner tear duct of the actual eye. Because now that I have that down, I'm going to go back into the actual CoverFX. And I'm going to take just a little bit of that to really go in and make that inner part of our inner tear duct area really pop. And this is what we're looking like. So now we're going to go ahead and zoom out, and we're going to go ahead and finish the rest of the look with what came in today's box. The final thing that came in today's box isn't something that I'm going to necessarily use, just simply because I'm not a fan of eyeliners with chunks of glitter in it. This is going to be the Jaunty Blue Glittering Star Eyeliner. It retails for $5. The Lashaholiclashes, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you, they were $14.99. The Luxie Luminous Eye Set was $21. The Ace Beaute Grandiose Eyeshadow Palette was $24.99. And of course, the CoverFX Glitter Drops in Nova were $44. So well over $100 box this month that came in from Boxy Charm. And again, we only paid $21 a month. But this is what the actual final product actually looks like. And this is what it looks like when you put it on. I'm not a real fan of that, so I won't be actually using this for anything. But since we have you here, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the actual lip looks. And on top of the Bite Beauty, we're going to go ahead and top that off with, this is a peach shade. And this peach shade came in from Lashes by Lena, also known as Lena Lashes on Instagram. The name of the shade actually came off. It's a light peach shade. So let's go ahead and set this final look because we want to make sure that we slay all day, and we need to make sure the makeup stays in place in order to slay all day. So we will be using the Skindinavia. And this is the makeup finishing spray. And this one is in the oil control, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now that we have everything all set into place, we'll go ahead and give you one final close-up look before we go ahead and go into the outro of the video. Love this month's box. Adore this month's box. Ecstatic about this month's box. And there we have today's final look. Everything that I have on my face prior to actually starting the video will be listed below in my description box below. Thank you so much for joining me today with this month's Boxy Charm unboxing for November 2018. And again, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment below. Interact with me. And again, thank you for spending today with me. Have a great day, YouTube.